Hello, my beautiful alchemists. Welcome back to elinasalchemy.com. This is Elina. I'm an intuitive, an energy healer, and a medium. And today I'm coming back finally after a long time that I haven't done a reading for us here on the channel. I have been very active in my new membership here on YouTube, Sacred Alchemists membership, where daily spiritual guidance is being posted from Monday to Friday. And then we have also sound healing sessions, prayer work sessions, archangel invocation sessions. We have journaling and EFT sessions and a lot of other different things that I'm very happy to be sharing with you. So if that sounds good and resonates with you, feel free to join. We're going to spend some time together sitting with spirit, seeing what messages our angels and our guides have for us at this time. And so let me actually refresh my incense because it just finished. The cards I'm going to be working with today is the Solar Kingdom. That's what this tarot deck is called. So our guides and angels, please offer us insight and clarity in alignment with the highest good of all. Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords coming out. Now these are general messages. Five of Swords, okay. There's something about the truth and the lies we've been telling ourselves. Things that, okay, look at that. Yes, the Ten of Wands. This is linking into, that's what I'm feeling right now, the kinds of things that we've been telling ourselves that have been acting as a burden. This is seriously linking into self-doubt, some kind of lack of faith in our, I don't know if it's in our abilities, but it's definitely a lack of faith in the path. And the purpose, when is the purpose revealed? Five of Wands, we might have to fight for it. We might have, okay, look at that, Eight of Cups at the same time, Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. I'm feeling here this anxiety and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the Seven of Wands here are telling me, first of all, that you are coming out of this season in your life where the fears, the self-doubt, and even certain conflicts and burdens that you had been taking on from others, but also this is not to make you look like a victim. The Eight of Swords is like, okay, I've put myself into this situation. I have allowed, let's say, others to dump their stuff on me, others to dump and project their insecurities on me. My favorite affirmation from back in the days when I found myself often in these spaces was, I will not allow myself to become the punching bag for other people's insecurities. Because so often we do allow ourselves to be in those places where we accept poor behavior from others. The Eight of Cups here marks a departure from exactly this paradigm. Words being used as a weapon, as something with which they hurt others. So people often will not use their words as the medicine it can be. They will use it to manipulate or to create such dark doubt within the hearts of others that if it's not from us internally dealt with, if we don't work through internally stored shadow material, like painful experiences from the past, things that might have happened to us that shaped the way we see life, where we expect always the negative thing to happen because that's life, you know. If we don't do some work to neutralize this internal conflict or internal shadow material, then the hurtful words of others can actually take root and have such an effect that actually we are derailed and taken away from our path, mission, and journey that was appointed for us. And so we want to be very particular about tending to our inner resources. The Empress here, this is a space of rich inner resources. We were not born yesterday. Many of you guys are souls that are highly developed. You can tell by the type of consciousness you carry, the amount of empathy you have while others seem to be completely unaffected. You're a person that puts forward kindness through your interactions and how you choose to move in the world from a space of integrity in a world that rewards people who are harsh, and it's like the jungle, the law of the jungle, the survival of the fittest, and people shouldn't have allowed me to manipulate them, so if they allowed me to manipulate them, then they're just stupid. It's not my fault that I manipulated them. They should have been smarter. You know, this kind of personality is what is being rewarded in our world, and you are quite the opposite. So you need to focus on protecting and shielding, but also, even more than that, when we have found ourselves in a pickle, when we have found ourselves, because sometimes it is so that people show up in a way that is not their true face, their true identity. They're going to put their best foot forward at first. They're going to start mirroring quite a lot of our qualities back to us. So we see them and we're like, wow, you're just like me. But the truth comes out a little later, and we find ourselves in a space where we have allowed these people close enough to hurt us. They have gained enough information about us where they can now twist it and turn it around. And so if you find yourself having landed in this position, assume your power. The 8 of Swords here literally says, stop crying, grab one of these swords, rub these ropes against one of these many swords and cut these ropes. Look how many swords, so how many outlets for bouncing back you have around you. The 8 of Swords also can signify that if we do not choose to take our power back, stand in our power, maybe either put some people back into their place or just really remove ourselves from the situation. If we don't choose to do something about the place we have landed in, then we allow our suffering to take place. There are options around us, and sometimes it might not look this way. So we want to open our eyes, and I feel here that with the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like some blockage around the heart space, some hurt from all of that can be mitigated exactly by saying, no, I do not accept this anymore. And with the 7 of Wands, we are prevailing over this crisis, not allowing here the 9 of Swords, the stress and the drama and the anxiety that these types of people or situations might be inserting, like it might be implanting into our lives, not allowing that to take root enough so where we lose our sleep, enough so where it slips into our subconscious and it programs us to feel poorly about ourselves on an even deeper level. So that reminds me a lot, a message that came forth also within the membership. That's an interesting one. But yeah, 8 of Cups and 10 of Wands here, I'm being shown that you guys are walking away from such spaces. You are removing yourselves from these situations. And it's interesting to me because with the Empress on the bottom of the deck, it does show me a general shift in consciousness. It's a major life lesson, and for some of you it might have been also a life theme where you've had to come face to face with such situations like again and again, and not understanding, why do I always attract such kind of people, like predatory people or whatever. And it's like, because you have to learn to get up and go. You have to learn that there cannot coexist in the same space the truth and the lies, the integrity and the manipulation. There can either be only the one or the other, and you have to choose and decide for yourself which one it is that you want to take root in your life, because the both cannot exist. And if you allow the one to take root into your life, then it's going to uproot and push out the other. So you have to be very particular, my beautiful ones, about which one you allow to be part of your life. And I would suggest that Spirit has always advising us to walk the middle path, to walk the Christ consciousness path, which is really really a path that says, I am sovereign, I am free, I don't need to have my heart and my confidence broken, I don't need to be derailed from my path and purpose just because other people refuse to do their own work, refuse to follow their own path and purpose. This has nothing to do with me. They better let me out of it. And if I have landed in the same box with them because maybe, you know, there was quite some charisma, there was quite some elaborate, sophisticated manipulation that actually got me to eat the bait, okay, shout, plot twist, and get the heck out of there. And I feel here that some of you might be dealing with guilt around moving away, or maybe I should explain, maybe I shouldn't ghost just like that. What I'm seeing here with 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, I'm seeing a lot this energy of, I don't think you can speak and go through, like reach through to these people. I feel like many people also know what they are doing and they will not acknowledge it because it serves them. That's just how they do. That's how they get their power, by victimizing others or putting others down so that they elevate themselves. So I wouldn't expect that if you have a talk with them that they would acknowledge what they do, or that they would, you know, if they would promise that they would change and they don't lash out at you entirely and kind of like twist this on you of like you're overreacting or whatever. If they kind of say, okay, I'm gonna change, they might change it for a while, it's gonna come back. You are here advised to 8 of Cups, walk away entirely. And I would say walk away silently. You don't have to fight with anybody, but you also don't have to give any explanations, especially to people that you cannot communicate. 5 of Wands, and especially here 5 of Swords, these are people that seek to have some kind of conflict. They don't want to work it out. They might want to work it out just enough so that they can hoover you back in, and it's such a typical reflection of narcissistic personalities where I'm being nice to you just so that I pull you back in, and then I can start the cycle of a psychological abuse again. And every time you find it in you to walk away, I'm just going to shower you with all of the reasons why you are such a great person and our relationship is so great, but actually there's like zero accountability. So I think with the 5 of Swords, this is a person that, or a situation you're dealing with, that just loves to manipulate and doesn't understand that when you do that to others, you're actually ultimately doing that onto yourself, because there is a thread connecting us all. And in the end, you, whoever who are doing this psychological abuse or whatever, you're just going to get this karma back your way. Karma is not a punishment, but it's literally this law of mirroring. If my intention is to be causing heartbreak and to manipulate, because I feel like there's no other way for me to get my power but only if I steal it or I intimidate it and manipulate it out of people, then it's like I'm placing myself in the vicinity energetically, in the frequency spectrum where I attract also such things in my life. And then, you know, I attract things where, oh yes, it's all about, see, people are bad, and that's why I also treat others like trash, because everybody's trash. And it's like a reinforcement of this evil, quite frankly, consciousness. That's evil. That's like taking nothing as part of you or as equal of you and just putting only your own, you know, ambition on the forefront. So it doesn't matter who you harm, who you hurt, who you lie to, cheat, manipulate. So for you, my loves, I only see this thing being a source of further victimization. It makes you forget your power. So anxiety here, some of you might be actually losing sleep, actually crying yourself to sleep, actually having gone through a lot of sleepless nights trying to figure out in your head, he said, she said, what did they mean by that? Is it all in my head? Is it not? So the 8 of Swords says, like, forget about all of that stuff and remember your own power, and remember that you are being put into the same room with predators so that you learn that your power is, you know, you have power. You're not a tree. Get up and go. All right. And as I said, ghosting sometimes is the only thing these people deserve, because you can try to work it out with them, but it's like you're gonna be hoovered into these endless spiraling circles of like discussions upon discussions where you never come through, and there's further manipulation, and you feel like you have to prove that you're not an elephant. So in these cases, if we know that these are not people that I can talk about it with them, and there cannot be significant shift to show me that this person is indeed holding themselves into accountability and doing better, the best thing to do is silently move away, walk away. Don't give any, like, I don't know, why you're not talking to them and where you're going and why you're removing yourself. Not even tell them that you're removing yourself. Just say, I don't know, I'm busy, I have a lot to do, I can't, like, you know, whatever, anything. So, because the thing is, and something that I've experienced also for myself relatively recently as well, is that often people will get very affected when you choose to walk away, because they will not change, and they will make you the villain of the story once they know it's official, you have walked out on them. And they will go to everybody and whatnot. And generally, we don't care so much about what people think about us, if other people are talking behind our back now. But what here needs to be protected is your peace. And I've seen that a lot of you guys, you have to deal with a lot of things. This Nine of Swords here is not to be underestimated. This can make someone full of anxiety, even depressive. And I've seen that you have suffered a lot with this. So we want to protect your peace. So remove yourself quietly, silently. Don't even make it a big deal as in, yes, I have a problem with you, I have beef with you, I'm not going to be talking to you from now on. No, just, I don't know, stop opening their messages, stop picking up the phone, and maybe respond once a month and say, oh, sorry, I've had so much going on, hard to catch up these days. And then just eventually let the relationship like drift away. Because energetically, what happens when people start obsessing over us is like, this is a form of psychic attack, you know, someone is obsessing and it's being like, and why you don't talk to me anymore, and this and that. So just let them think you're just busy and it's nothing personal. Because what I'm seeing here is this, if that's a person you're dealing with, for those of you that this message resonates with, this is not a good person. And I really mean this. This is not a good person. This is someone who has deviated so far from their own light. They have completely ignored their soul's calling towards their own purpose, and they find purpose in, quite frankly, shattering other people's dignity, alignment, and access to their own purpose. And we cannot allow this to happen to you, my love. You have bigger fish to fry, as I like to say. Okay, with the Empress here, that's not where we're supposed to be fueling our energy and consuming our energy for. Okay. The Empress is an archetype that is here to bring beauty in this world and peace, prosperity, harmony, not just for herself, but also for others, those that she leads. And the Empress is this feminine principle, is the 3 numerology, it's expansion through beauty, through joy, laughter, multiplication, through alignment and prosperity that has longevity. And so this is something that not only she benefits from, but she blesses the lives of all of those she touches. So this is what you're to be focusing on, not all of this drama and wasting your mental and emotional energy on trying to psychologize or uncover or understand the petty games that narcissistic personalities are playing on highly empathic people like yourself. Your empathy is meant to be a gift, is not to be weaponized against you by throwing you into a loop where you can't seem to escape from. Remember your power. Remember you're not a tree. Get up, cut those chains, see how many swords are there around you available, and get the F out. Okay? Get the F out. Now this sounds a little strong, but I really feel it's so powerful, this signal, this signature, this frequency that Spirit is relaying to me to communicate to you at this time. And so I really feel like someone really needed to hear this today. I tell you, I haven't done a video like this in a while, and I felt today moved to do this. So I really felt like it was stuck almost in my chest, like someone needed to hear this message and I had to honor it. So my beautiful ones, I hope this helped give some insight and clarity and offer some empowerment, some clarity basically as to your next steps or possible steps. Always please remember that we do have alignment and assistance around us available. Our spiritual teams, our guides, our angels, our higher self, and they're around us. All we have to do is ask for their assistance. They don't just jump in, start to manipulate situations in our lives, because we do have free will. We are sovereign beings. And so for anything we need assistance from a higher force. And higher force, it doesn't mean more powerful than us. It just means that they are at a level where it is beyond the confines of the material world in which we have been incarnated. And so there's a little bit more ease, or a lot more ease, in regards to how one can manipulate positively or handle, like orchestrate timeline shifts and divine intervention. And so speak to your angels, speak to your guides. This is something that I will always advocate for, because I know how it changed my life. I have written a book called The Alchemy of Angelic Invocation for anyone interested. It is on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link in the description and in the comments if you want to have a protocol and a storyline also. It's a very autobiographical book. I wrote my own process, and along with my own process, all of the channeled protocols and prayers and ways that you can connect with your archangels, quite frankly, and with the angelic beings around us. We all have guardian angels. Upon our birth, we are assigned a guardian angel, actually 3, one to protect us on a physical level, one on the mental, with mental issues and emotional, spiritual issues, and of course the one that we use right away is, the primary guardian angel that is helping us with our physical incarnation. And then as we grow and we're called to choices and take different twists and turns in life, then the other angels are also stepping in and assisting us. We have to give them permission to assist us through petition, prayer, just doing a simple invocation, just saying, spirit guides, my guardian angels, divine intelligence around me, protecting me and guiding me. I ask you to be with me and guide me at this time. I have this and this issue. Please assist me. Offer me a peaceful resolution, anything. So you can work very simply with this concept. But if you do want to dive deeper, also to see how you can use your word to command reality and shift greater blockages, if I may say, greater misalignments, also on a karmic level so often, feel free to dive into my book. And for the rest, anything else you might need me, you will find me on my website, elinasalchemy.com. You can book your readings. I have updated now the bookings page, because some of you, thank you so much, you actually informed me that there was a problem with the calendar form for booking the appointments. Thank you so much, my loves. I have now fixed it and it looks a little different, but I had to change the widget that was on the website. So now this has been resolved. And so thank you all so much for having been here with me today. I love you, and I will see you soon again here on Elina's Alchemy. Until then, I hope to see you again, and feel free to join us on the membership for daily spiritual guidance and other processes to help align with the inner you. And I send you much love and light. Goodbye for now.